Most of you still don't understand what a payment plan is and why a payment plan is very advantageous to traditional forms of financing which is available on the market. So first things first is that if you're looking to buy a property and you want to take it out over a couple of years, meaning that you don't have the full cash payment in hand, what is it that you need to do? You would probably need to go to the bank and get a mortgage, show your bank statements, and apply for a mortgage through that process. And then on top of that, you need to pay an interest rate. Okay, so that is a typical process that you would follow. Now, if you don't want to do this, and you don't want to show your bank statements, and you don't want to pay interest and all this stuff, there are other alternatives that you can follow, which is called a payment plan, which is by the developers. So when you are buying a property, which is a off-plan property here in Dubai, you can get access to fantastic payment plans. And these payment plans are to basically fund the development of the project while it's being constructed. The first things first is, let's say you're looking at a property, it's a studio, or let's say one bedroom, which is 1 million dirhams. So we're talking about 220,000 pounds, roughly about 280 to 300,000 US dollars, something like that. Okay. Now, the first thing that you need to do is obviously check what is it? Is it off plan or is it ready? If it's off plan, perfect, you are entitled to the payment plan. Second thing is to get yourself booked or to get a unit allocated to yourself is that you need to put down a 5% EOI. Now, EOI is expression of interest. An expression of interest is basically 5%. Now, this 5% amount is an amount that you use to put yourself and get yourself into the queue. If you don't put an EOI in, you will not be able to select your unit. That's the problem. Because when it comes to off-plan properties, Dubai sells like hotcakes. In fact, they get sold out within hours, a couple of hours, days. That's it. If you look at the Palm Jebel Ali launch, most of the 20 to 40 million villas got sold within 1 hour, like that. They were gone. And this is Palm Jebel Ali. Okay, that says a lot. This Palm is bigger than Palm Jumeirah, 2 to 3 times bigger. That's the crazy thing about this. So when you see these launches that are coming up, they're sold out in minutes. Hours, literally hours. So when you put a 5% EOI in, expression of interest, what you're saying is, I am interested, please contact me when the unit's released so I can select my unit. That's what it means, okay? So after this 5%, the developer contacts you and says, hey, look, we've got all these, they might come back to you and say, we've got all these units available. So all these units available, and which one you want. So you'd select your unit, and then you decide you like it. Then you would put down the final 15%, which adds up to 20%, right? This 5% plus the other 15% that was remaining is your booking fee, your booking amount. So you've booked the unit. So the EOI is just to put your hand up and say, contact me when the unit's released, I'm interested. And then the booking amount is 20%. Okay, so remember that, guys. It is 20% of the property value. So the 5% contributes to that 20%. So that 20%, you have registered the unit underneath your name, it's yours. Okay. Now, one thing to remember here is that you also have to pay a 4% DLD, which is Dubai Land Department fee that you need to pay. This is on every property unless the developer is giving you a waiver. So when you're in pre-launches and launches, you will find fantastic offers whereby they're giving you a 4% DLD waiver. You don't need to pay it. In some cases, it can be almost 50 to 100 or 200,000 dirhams difference it can make. So always be on the lookout for that. So in total, to make the whole property booking underneath your name, you're looking at 24%. Okay. After when this is done, after this initial amount is done, then your payment plan starts. Okay. So every 1 month, you might be required to pay 1%, 1%, 1%, 1% until the construction is going on, until the construction is fully complete. Could take up to 3, 4, 5 years, and you just stay on that payment plan, and when it's finished, they put it over. Now, payment plans vary. Some payment plans are split up that you have to fund the development, so it's a 60-40. In some cases, what that means is that you're paying 60% of the property value all the way up to construction, and then as soon as the unit is given over to you, you have a 40% remaining, and that 40% you can pay it off in one lump sum if you want at the end, or you can get a mortgage if you would like for that last remaining 40% and pay off that way. So that's the real fantastic thing about this, is that these payment plans make it easier for you to transact. The only problem is that you always need to have the deposit amount, that 24% that you need to take. So whatever 24% is of, 200,000 dirhams, right? And the 4% on top of, if it was a 1 million dirham property, then you have the property underneath name, and then after that your payment plan starts, okay? And you would pay up to all the way up to 600,000 if it was the 60-40 example, and then the remaining 400,000 you could either get a mortgage out of, or you can just pay it off in one lump sum. Really up to you, whatever you can do at that point in time. Now, payment plans are very advantageous. No interest rate, no bank statements required, and that's why it's very, very popular. So guys, if you're overseas and you're looking to invest in Dubai, you can just set up a beneficiary within your bank account, and that beneficiary will be straight to the developer's account, Emaar account, Damak account, Shoba account. Just add the beneficiary, and every 1 month you would just transfer the funds as it is. So of course, in the first booking registration amount, it's 5%, and then another 19%. So you get the full 24%. That would be your first initial payment, and then after that, it's just the 1%. Now, different developers have different payment plans. Some developers ask for 10% every quarter, such as Emaar, I believe it is, and Damak sometimes only wants a 1%. Some of them want 2%. You just have to look at what is the developer's payment plan, and they can actually tweak it as well to make it flexible. That's the good thing as well. Okay. So guys, if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you want to contact me to get further details, you can drop me a message on my WhatsApp. To do that, if you go to the description below, my WhatsApp link is in there. You can click on that and you can speak to me or one of my team members, and we'll support you in all your payment plan options and buying properties or setting up your business within the UAE. Okay, and guys, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and click the bell icon so you're notified of my new videos I'm posting on a daily basis. And as always, thank you so much for watching.